even when you lost, there's always a hope. Rise and fight.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, this is Zero speaking, the one and only Bombastic Starleague, founder, owner, organizer, caster, producer, and also accountant and sponsor contact. So all the people on one hand, because this stream, today's stream for you, today's stream will be casted only by me. But don't worry, this is just the first one to give you all the information, answer all your questions, because the next casts are going to be casted by the professional casters. So don't worry, we have more super gosu people arranged to cast this. I will be just opsing and producing it the same as I'm doing in BSL Pro League. So don't worry, there will be no zero cast only all the time. It's going to be a lot of super gosu casters. So that's guys, BSL 2v2 Pro League. This is the tournament organized by BSL, by Bombastic Starleague, but sponsored by Esport Fund, aka Razbrain, and his Esport Fund. Amazing people who gave a bunch of support to StarCraft, and one of those events is this event. One of these events which they supported is this event, BSL 2v2 Pro League. So that's amazing, and I'm very happy about it. Let me just give you some music behind me talking. So guys, let me show you the bracket and how it looks like. So the bracket looks this way, and today we're gonna cast the matches which are yellow, if you know what I mean. From Izu and Wave versus Tt1 and Wave, and Strudel, Andy and Biggie versus Alpha and Tt1, Tt1 and Kenzie versus Pum and Nemo and Nimrod, and Izu and Tego versus Raz and Machine. So really cool matches against each other. 4 players in one match. So that's pretty hard job to make everyone play. But I think we will be able to have a cast for today and tomorrow, so no worries. The first maps are set up. This is the map pool of BSL season, BSL 2v2 season 2, so it's Luna, Fighting Spirit, Paranoid Android, Paradiso, Nixeros, Magrietta and Sparkle. So to get you a little bit more info, Nixeros is a map which is a remake of Gaia, the old school great map called Gaia, and Paranoid Android XXL is the remake of Paranoid Android, also 1 versus 1, old 1 versus 1 map. So now I will check the chat if everything is fine, if you guys can hear me and see me correctly. Let me just give you the info to the bracket. You are right, my friend, that you want that. Okay, so the bracket command should work. Truly wide, X the left, super gosu, 0 open faced, 0 chat, and Quarku Tosis. Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much, guys, for being here. And without further ado, let's go and check out the first match. It's going to be between Izu and Wave against JD Conan and Strudel. So Czech team against South American team. Without further ado, let's get this party started. Okay, Let me know if the overlays are beautiful, if you can see everything perfectly, if you have all the infos about the match. Here we have Tt1, the Bolivian, very young player, very talented player. He managed to qualify to BSL 16 Pro. We can play good games over there. So this is Tt1, and his team partner is an Argentinian Terran. Very popular streamer, I would say. He's streaming regularly. He was streaming a lot of Trovo. I think now he's streaming on Facebook. This is Strudel. And their opponent, this is Izu. And from Czech Republic, very good 1v1 player who I think was in top 4 of BSL Gosu League last 2 seasons. And his team partner is Wave, very good Protoss. I didn't know how good he is until I played some late game 2 versus 2 against him. He's very good in late game. So not only 1 versus 1 players are great in late game in 2 versus 2, also 2 versus 2 players are very good. Okay, let me check out if you guys can see and hear everything.
Go to V2.
Ooh, Mr. Maraxus von Kelt, $10. Go to 2v2. He started, he opened the box. He opened the box for the... Thank you, Mr. Gigi. Now I hope the music is better. Thank you, Mr. Gigi. Thank you, Mr. Maraxus, for opening the box for the donations box. Let's focus on the game because, guys, this is what 2 versus 2. It's already a lot of cool things happening. So we can see that Tt1 will want to defend the pressure from Protoss and the Zerg, because usually Protoss and Zerg have option to apply pressure because Terran can't move out without medics or Vulture. So for now Zerg stands alone. That's why he added the Sunken. In a perfect world he should have added the Sunken over here, the first Sunken over here, but it didn't work as good as it should. It's not always working. Mr. Gigi, thank you for the $7 donation. We are on $17 level. Extremely huge support from the very beginning. Thank you guys for being the first 2 bricks into the BSL 2 versus 2 season free wall. 3 zealots and go, Wave is saying, and he's doing that, but the 2 Sunkens from Tt1, I would say this is an easy hold for the loser. So he should be happy that they're attacking. This is definitely a very good situation for Tt1. Maybe they will run by. This is a very good decision to go back, and Tt1 didn't lose the links, so very smart, very nice micro. And as you can see, Wave is already adding cannons because Izu will be able to have very early Spire. That this is Mr. Wave, right? That's what I realized recently. Oh, but now Tt1 needs to be careful. He can lose those links because otherwise the ground army of the Protoss and Zerg will crush him. So this was a pretty big mistake, especially that now he will have to spend some drones on building spores, and he also wants to have drones to start mining gas. But we can see Strudel going out with the Marines and medics. This is much harder to kill with pure links and zealots, but it's possible if you have good surround. And once the blue army will be joined together, I think it will be much harder to fight against it for red team. And as you can see, that's why they both came back to their cannons, to their defense. While Izu is getting ready to start building out of Mutas. Mr. Foxham is here, Super Gosu, BSL 2 vs 2 Season 1 admin and organizer. Huge shout out to him. Without him we wouldn't have the second season. Tt1 is a little bit too late, maybe with his spores, but maybe he's just waiting till the last second. Mr. Osepu, Super goes to Liquipedia updater. Thank you, Mr. Osepu. He created BSL 2v2 Liquipedia for us. So huge thanks to Mr. Osepu for doing that and also for updating Liquipedia. So good support from this gentleman as well. Overall, huge support from the entire community. Only 3 mutas, but they are already forcing the turrets. What? Wave is already cancelling the cannon because he knows that the opponents are not near him. I think I can set this up, right? As not disturb mode. So I'm shocked that the blue team is not the map. They are playing very defensively. Stugo that is defending his team partner. Thanks to that, there is only 1 spore for JD Conan, so it's looking good. He has 19 drones, but I think if Izu will spot this and he will realize that there is only a bunch of marines and 1 spore, he will be able to out micro because his micro is very good. So I will be afraid against Izu with that amount of air defense without having deep enough air defense. Plus 1 weapon will be done for Strudel. Spire is on the way. There is already 8 marines with plus 1 being done soon. And this expansion for Protoss, it should be denied, I think. I think Terran and Zerg already, they have big enough army to deny this expansion because there is no storm yet, the High Templars are in production, so this is the moment to bust this location. From the pure muscles army, I think the blue army would win, but this Dark Templar is hit to buy additional time. Nice burrows by JD Conan, he's spotting a lot of informations thanks to that. And Science Best Facility, very important unit into and JD Conan with couple mutas. Nice micro from Izo. So the late game composition is mutas and marines and medics and vessels against mutas, ground army from Protoss and Dark Archon and High Templar. And you are fighting to catch the opponent with the Maelstrom, Storm and Irradiates, and that's the most of the cases. This is a lot of bio. This is very passive play with the bio as well. But if Strudel will be able to join both of these armies together and not get too big of a storm, then his army will be extremely powerful. Micro battle at the same time. JD Conan spotted that the mutas are over there, so he wanted to apply some pressure on Wave, but yeah, I really like that he's going back. There are no upgrades for him. Izu is continuing with his upgrades. This is Artosis Pylon, kind of. Nice usage of a link for Izu as well. from Izu, but still he's taking a lot of damage from the Irradiate. It looks like JD Conan will be able to stabilize this expansion with 4 hatcheries. Might be able to produce a lot of lings, but on the other hand, there is already pretty powerful army of a Protoss to support Zerg. Those 3 High Templars, a 5 Storm, 1 Maelstrom, double Storm already done. Not the best Storm, I would say. He didn't do the Maelstrom, so those Storms weren't too good, I want to say. And Strudel and JD Conan, I think this was a perfect engagement for them. Okay, that was a good storm. We need to remember that Izu has 1-1 upgrades on his Mutas when JD Conan has 0-0. There is now plenty of units from the blue team. JD Conan has so many drones. He also has defense of the bunker, that's good anti-air. Now without a Maelstrom it's possible to snipe those High Templars, so those juicy High Templars. Oh, those medics. Long direction for the journey. The 6 o'clock position. Now this is a good engagement for the red team again. Yoder is having expansion on his own. He's macroing from 5 Raxes. I think he should work on his rally point. Maybe the fact to bunch all those units together, because now they are not too efficient. Like reaction of JD Conan to build more cannons, to build more Sunkens. That's a beautiful defense from JD Conan. Now with the surround of a beautiful EMP denying the Maelstrom. I think JD Conan is not realizing how much of an advantage he has. Beautiful storm from Wave, but still the marine power is here. And 10 mutas are left for Izu. This one Archon is a guy who is keeping the Protoss and the red alive here. That's one weapon from JD Conan. What are the Protoss upgrades? It's 1-0 already. 2-0 now, 1-1, excuse me. This is definitely hard to like pressure out of this base for JD Conan, but Strudel should be able to clear this Protoss army. He has +2 weapon, and Marines are very efficient. Like, they are not able to survive too many punches, too many damage on themselves, but they are dealing damage like crazy. Izu is fighting very nicely with the mutas. He's using his upgrade advantage. And the fact that he has expansion. His expansion is later, I think. Yeah, it's like 800 gas later, so it's definitely a lot. +2 weapon, throws to this +3 is on the way. There are no High Templars with energy in the natural, but there are also no High Templars over here, so I think he can fight. This base of JD Conan being spotted is very important, but at the same time we are having a very important battle in the middle, but there will be one High Templar available. Nice dodge from Strudel, but it's like when you are dodging with Marines, there are a lot of them dying just because the medics are not healing them. And Now the red team position seems very strong. Extremely hard to do anything with. Nice EMP, but all the units from Terran are dying right now to the storms. Wave was able to play such a great game, that's so impressive, because I don't know Wave as a 2 versus 2 player, as a 1 versus 2 player, but 1 versus 1 player, but in 2 versus 2 he is playing magnificently, also in the long game. And now Strudel has a chance to go for the counter attack, but there should be some High Templars over here, if I'm correct, but they are known, so actually going for this counter attack is a good idea, but the bigger problem is what he is going to do against fully based Protoss now. Oh, but those storms might be deadly. Oh, those storms are so juicy. Have some SCVs mining on the distance, but it looks like Izu and Wave, they for now have significant advantage in this game. Especially that Wave is securing the 9 o'clock base. Strudel is still having this powerful unit composition, but like the longer game goes, the more threatening this army composition is because of the storm value you are gaining. One mutas versus 0-0 mutas. This is pretty significant difference. And I really like this position, like strategical positioning of those units. Do not allow Terran for the third base, because it's obvious that Terran will want to take this base. This is what the next base, like this is the only available base he has now, right? So that's very smart to sit on the high ground. But even on the low ground from the low ground without the High Templars, the Terran army is relatively efficient. At the same time, JD Conan is trying to block this expansion nicely down. So it looks like Strudel will be able to pressure it out of this base, the army of Red Team nicely down. But at the same time, Wave defended his 9 o'clock position. Who will win? 12-1, 11-1-1 mutas or 12-0-0? 11-1-1 mutas, right? Oh, Maelstrom, baby. Oh, no energy. Oh, there was an energy. But still, these Marines and Medic army, those units are pretty efficient, right? Look at that, the was able to kill the army of Izu and Wave. That's incredible play from Strudel and JD Conan. Look at the supplies now, guys. It's not that bad, but the only bad thing for the blue team is that the 9 o'clock base is taken by this, but by Izu and Wave team by Wave, precisely. this micro from Tt1. +2 weapon on those things. Those are dealing a lot of the damage. Also adrenaline upgrade on the way. A lot of medics. The storm is available. Oh, Lucy Storm! Storm it! Okay. That wasn't that bad of a storm as I expected it can be. At the same time we are having counter-attack, but those mutants don't have enough health. And there was also Dark Archon, but without energy. But Wave has everything he needs to win this game. Also, Izu is having still pretty fresh base over here, because Zergs are mining lower, like less amount of minerals per minute. So Zergs are still on the way. The only difference is that Protoss has base advantage over Terran, because the Zergs are like on the similar phase, beside the fact that Izu has those incredible upgrades advantage. And the Filer mount. We don't see any High Templar over here, but they are going from the top. Oh, this will be Marine Sandwich! Oh, with ketchup! Yes! Yum, 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 yum. Only one Marine. That was close. I know how painful it is because I'm playing, my team partner is a Terran, guys. So I know how it is to lose so much against one storm from Wave and Izu. GG from Stugo, GG from Tt1, and this is it. The first match of BSL 2v2 Pro League Season 1 is done. Just like that, very good match for the beginning, guys. I think, at least. I think you should like it. I like it personally. So let me set up. Let me set up the next match. Okay guys, so the next map is going to be Paranoid Android XXL, so without further ado, let's jump into the game number 2. So, if you guys are familiar with the Paranoid Android first version, it was only this top part of the map, right? So you had two opponents and like the map ended like over here and there was no second part. So this is like mirror image second part of the map, and it made this map like cool 2 versus 2 map. So that's a pretty cool adjustment to this map. Make it bigger to make it XXL. And it reminds me of like Python or Lost Temple or Gaia, where you have relatively normal ground army distance to your opponent, but very close in the air And as you can see, Protoss and Terran in the air, it should not matter that much, but 2 Zergs in the air. Like, now the muta timing can be a little bit more threatening, can force some spores a little bit quicker for you and other things. And also the fact that Zergs spotted each other should give them a little bit more freedom to do what they want. So Wave spotted Straddle, he will be able to see that this is double racks again. Hatchery before Gas by JD Conan, I like this choice. This is how you should play against Protoss and Zerg if you want to play double hatch, because this gas doesn't matter, you will stop mining it eventually, but the timing of this hatchery matters. So you want to have this hatchery as quickly as possible, and you can delay your speed timing for seconds. Okay. Looks like JD Conan feels comfortable with making this sunken over here. I actually like this choice, why would you risk it? There will be 3 zealots, 5 zealots from Wave even, so they will probably want to go for it. Okay, 2 more zealots are coming, so maybe 5 is a number. More links from JD Conan. Oh, but this help might dissect that. Oh, this barracks seems interesting. No speed yet. The speed just finished. Yeah, so when you are fighting Links and Zealots, you want to fight Links first. Because the Links are the damage dealers per HP. Oh, but those firebats are sneaky. I can't wait to see them being steamed. But he needs to do it in a perfect moment. He needs to do it at the moment when there will be shitloads of things going on in the map. Okay, they are going for Wave. This looks like a pretty powerful army of a blue team. It's only one cannon at the same time. The firebats in the main base, if Wave will defend it, it will be incredible. He is evacuating the probes, but there is only one cannon shooting so many marines. Jumping those probes will actually help to block the marines from getting on top of the ramp, but the medics are healing like crazy. There will be also some support from the Links from the bottom, and it looks like the blue army is dying. How is it possible? The cannons are strong, like wow, not even a single cannon died. Well, but he at least has a bunker over him, so killing this is a good luck. This barracks is a very smart thing to do. He can try distance mining. Okay, the Nexus held. Somehow this was defended. I don't know how it's possible and what am I watching, but it looks like... Oh, so JD Conan is still pretty far away from the Mutas, so maybe there is a chance from Wave and Izu, but it's not like it costed JD Conan nothing. He can still cancel his bunker if he wants to. If he's lacking like 75 minerals, just cancel it, and it's like a deposit, right? Nice micro from Izu, eliminating 2 STBs with 3 mutas. Doesn't happen too often. Fire is on the way. I really like this extractor being built over here. We'll be able to mine from the distance. But he can add more drones because of that, right? The burrow links. This is what JD Conan likes, and it worked well for them in the last match, so I like it, Oh, it's only one scroll over here. From his over here, harassing the drone, the gas mining, especially with plus 1 weapon, and at the same time he is scouting what Terran is doing. Wave is going for the fast Templar Archives. He wants to have High Templars. He probably should send Probe over here towards the base of Izu, but on the other hand he have limited amount of probes after those losses earlier. I'm killing this extractor, eliminated like 2 minutes of mining, of no mining from it, so that was definitely very good for Izu. Plus 1 weapon, and no carapace on the way this time. Nice micro from Izu. It's very hard to defend this extractor now. Nicely done by the Czech Republic player. He needs an overload over here to kill the Ling. I think the expansion of Strudel is a bit late, because the Protoss is already expanding and Strudel dealt so much damage to him, they both did. I think this Spore will die soon from the bouncing shots. You can go for it, it's only 14 HP. I don't know if he's aware of that, but yeah, this Spore is almost dead. Double Dark Icon and High Templars and Cannons. That's what he needs to do, he just needs to catch him. Okay, so it's going to be pretty powerful drop. If there would be no High Templars, all those cannons would the mutas of Jadikona are dead. No irradiate possible. The Maelstrom is so powerful. Nice micro from Izu. At the same time, Zero eliminating a couple of those skills. JD Conan mining from 2 extractors, but he was not able to win the air battle against Izu. That's impressive play by the Zerg. The important part for the Terran team is that Strudel is still mining from 2 bases, so he can still do something. Oh, but this will probably mean that those units are dead. Yeah. This micro from Izu is insane, and he can still come back over here, over the edge, and be defended by the Maelstrom and High Templars. So this is how powerful 2 versus 2 strategies are. But also the economy will start. Like, so all the players have 1 base, so it's still anyone's game, guys. This is pretty interesting, but the biggest problem for Zerg and Terran team is that those units are gaining energy with every second. So we have 1 more drop available. Oh, don't drop now! Okay. And Wave already expanding at the same time. Some harassment with the links. But it's buying a lot of time for JD Conan for scaling up a little bit more. Plus 1 weapon, no upgrades. 1-1 will be done soon. Now Terrans needs the bunkers because it's really hard to defend against army like this without the bunkers. It's 4 storms available. Yeah, it's better to fight against it in the open field. Harassing over here, trying to get the army of the Protoss and Zerg to the middle. This is the best position to fight for Zerg and Terran. But Wave and Izu very calmly are securing their part of the map. No, they're not afraid to play a longer game, I really like it. There are still Maelstorms available. Oh, this is a juicy one! Ah, beautiful! Oh, I love 2 vs 2 for that. Oh, one more Maelstorm available. JD Conan not seeing the hope. Stugo as well. GG. So that means that we are having Wave and Izu advancing to the next round. Congratulations to them. So that means that JD Conan and Strudel are going to the lower bracket. So this is how it looks like now. So now let me prepare the game between Andy and Biggie versus Alpha and Tt1 Dragon. 2 Protoss team, it already seems strong. Okay guys, so I think we are ready. I don't need a break, so let's go for the first game of the second series of BSL 2 vs 2. I just need to inform you guys that tomorrow we're gonna have a second day. I'm just a caster for today, so if you have any organizational questions and so on, please let us know. Let me know, DM me, and I will try to answer them. But from tomorrow, for the next cast, I hope for tomorrow I have the casters for 90%, and for the next days, for the next weeks, I hope I will be able to arrange them as well. So I will be able to only ops and produce, and you will have the professional casters. Because sometimes when I'm casting on my own, I'm having a little bit of brain farts or delays because I have to take care of a few things, and yeah, I'm losing my thread and so on. So without further ado, let's go for the game. Where is prepare for battle? What happened with prepare for battle? Okay, that's good. That's good. I was afraid that something bad happened. BSL Biggie, the top right, and his ally on the bottom right, so double Zerg, and against I'm not an expert, which is Andy, by the way, and we have Alpha on the bottom left location, and Tt1 Dragon on the top left location, so double Protoss against double Zerg, so we can say that this is one big Protoss versus Zerg, right? I hope that you guys can hear everything perfectly, can see everything perfectly, and that maybe using the colors will be better. That you will like 2 versus 2 because it used to be a very important part of the of the clan leagues to have a 2 versus 2. So I have a nostalgic feelings about this type of play StarCraft, and I really love it. I think it's brings a lot of joy, and you actually practice a lot of your plays while playing 2 versus 2. It also gets beneficial for 1 versus 1 as well. Oh, this is a greedy play from Andy, but just because Biggie played 9 pull, although it's kind of weird 9 pull, or I don't know. But it doesn't even need to be 9 pull. And no, this is not a Canadian dragon. This is a Tt1 dragon, not from Canada, I believe. But actually, he is maybe from Canada, but this is not the dragon from Canada. I don't know. This is not the dragon we all know, if you know what I mean. From 1 versus 1. Oh, this is the replay cast, guys, because this is 4 players, and having 4 players plus me as an ops would make the lag incredibly hard to deal with, so those are the fresh replays, but it's going to be a replay cast. Maybe we will make like finals live or something like that, but most of the tournaments we're gonna cast from it. So as you can see, we have 3 hatcheries here by Andy. We have like kind of mass links from Biggie, but this is going to be a lot of links. The battery is on the way. Both players, no both players. So now we have Tt1 Dragon going for double gateway and the cannon, where Alpha is going for 1 gateway and shield battery, but no tech. Those are Biggie links, and he didn't make any links yet. Yeah, I will try to make finals live. Oh, nice run by. I think last season we made finals live. Nice run by Biggie, eliminating a lot of probes. Oh, so many probes are dying. You can see how much one mistake can cost you. This is nice micro from Biggie. At the same time, he's adding sunken because he's expecting the counter attack from Tt1 Dragon, and there are 7 Zealots overall going towards him. However, the Hydras are already in production from Andy. Same thing, there are a lot of links coming from Biggie as well, so he should be able to defend it with the sunken on the high ground. Speed for the Hydras will be done in a second. This one Zealot is dealing a lot of damage. Maybe not damage, but a lot of distraction. And as you can see, those speed Hydras will be able to fight against these Zealots with a speed advantage for a long time. As long as you have attention to give to them, you can fight against them. Yeah, there will be fast river over here. There is no Spire, just starting here from Biggie. But those Zealots will be trapped, they will not come back home. And I think that Alpha needs a cannon. or Bonnie River Micro. Definitely he needs a Bonnie River Micro, but... Oh, he's going for the counter attack. Okay. He wants to help his team partner to eliminate one of them. That makes sense. But, like, if they eliminate Biggie, then they will have to deal with Biggie army plus the army of Andy plus Andy having expansion. 2 expansions. Oh, shuttle! Shuttle there! Oh, I have the music. Poor Rebo. Rebo. Double Stargate. It makes sense. Overall, it makes sense to make double Stargate and reverse, but you need to survive this pressure for sure. I like that the Dragon is already expanding, but I think this is already the end of the game, because he doesn't have any fighting units, he only have Corsairs, so those Hydras should be able to at least deny this base. And he playing a very nice macro game, even we have a Spore from Biggie over here. Ooh, Arakara double! Arakara, thank you for the subscription with the Primer. Thank you very much, man. I think this is a first subscription, so thank you for being here, welcome, and happy to see you being super Gosu. Nice micro. GG, and we are happy. 1-0 lead for the team in the Zerg t-shirt. So nicely done. Nicely done. Ooh, now the map pick. The map pick is going to be old school one. Old school one. Okay, so without further ado, let's go for the second game between Tt1 Dragon and Alpha versus Biggie and Andy. Let's go for it. Oh, Tt1 Dragon has a red team and purple, pink Protoss, and his team partner has a red Protoss and red Protoss on the top left, and their opponents is Biggie as a Terran on the bottom left location, and Andy as a Zerg on the bottom right location. Nicely done, nicely done. Welcome. Nightpool. This is new Luna, but I think this is not the newest one, because I think newest one has like minerals over here. Maybe I'm wrong. Tt1 over here, he is a map expert for Shield Battery. He's a senior map updater. Nightpool over here. What am I watching? Oh fuck. What is this strategy? This is some kind of a probe rush. This is sneaky, guys. I can't wait for the outcome of this one. What now? Are you killing the links? If you are killing the links, that is like insane. But it's possible. Ah, it's possible! Probe is power! Ah, poor probes. But this was a nice attempt. Nice aggression, for sure. That was a nice attempt, definitely. I really like trying to keep this factory. Those two probes are still harassing. Nice micro from both players, but it's definitely more beneficial for Andy to exchange links for probes. It's only 5 probes left for Tt1 the other one. Alpha has 12 of them, but he doesn't even have a gateway. So I wonder how they will defend against Lynx and Marines, or Lynx and Vulture. Because you need at least Goon. Yeah, but if they will... Maybe it's possible to hold it, but he needs to bring probes, but he doesn't have probes to bring. He already bring the probes earlier. Maybe? It's close, guys. You should be able to defend it. Is this new meta? Oh, I don't know if Alpha is aware of that. Oh, I think he is, right? Because he's building a cannon over here, the main base. This is a hero probe. We will not be able to save them. A lot of probes are going down for Alpha. So now Biggie has more workers than Protoss team overall. But we need to remember what was the beginning of the game. That was a very interesting maneuver of trying to rush the Protoss with the first 5 probes. And it almost worked. Maybe they should have been 6 probes. GG and good luck. GG, good manner, I like it. Me like it. So I'm not an expert, aka Andy and Biggie. They are advancing to the next round. Let me just update the bracket. Okay guys, so bracket looks like this. So that means that we have the winner bracket, round number 2, set up as Izu and Wave versus Andy and Biggie. It's going to be casted next week, on Sunday if I'm correct. So that's nice, but this gives us Tt1 and Kenzie versus Pum and Nemo and Nimrod. But I think I'm gonna take a short break. For doing that, I'm gonna go to the toilet, drink some water, and like 3-minute break. So yeah, I believe should. Yeah, let's go for the countdown. 3 minutes. Or maybe I will do the window over here so you will see the bracket. Okay. Here it is.
Client online.
Myself. So welcome guys, this is Zero, your super Gosu organizer and other stuff. Father, husband, and how does it call? The godfather of foreigner BroodWar. Oh, okay, that works. That works good. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are already after the first two games, first two rounds. Not rounds, first two matches in the first round. And that gives us 2 more best of 3s today and obviously 4 more best of 3s tomorrow. So don't be afraid to come here tomorrow because we will start with Bonnie and Zyki versus Jonek and Zero. Then we have Hysat Newblish versus Only Dark Omniman, Jiraiya Ransor versus JD Poker and Mazur and Banana Oktoberzerk and Prob versus Probal and Ladik. So those are some very strong matches. But now, today, we're gonna have Tt1, the one and only Canadian Tt1 against the French Super Gosu Kenzie, who will be playing random apparently in this this series. So let's change Kenzie for random. So he will be playing random over here. And without further ado, let's go for the first game between Tt1 and Kenzie and Pum de Jong and Nimrod. Let's go. So we have Pum de Jong, I believe. No, this is Nimrod, because this is Ugox, right? This is Ugox. Is Nimrod Ugox or no? He's Labuela, right? He's Labuela. Okay, so this is Labuela, and his opponent and his team partner is Pum de Jong, who I don't know what his other nickname are. And we have Tt1 on the bottom left and Kenzie on the bottom right. So we have double Protoss for Tt1 and Kenzie. Pretty hard situation to play against Zerg and Protoss. Jiren is Babo. If you know, this is a Chile Zerg player, Chilean Zerg player called Babo. This is Overpool, yeah, Jiren is Gosu into versus 2. He and Terror are one of the favorites to win it all. Gas steal from Kenzie over Labuela. Yes, it's Babo, man. Nice harassment from Tt1. I'm waiting for the hatchery position. I believe this map should mean that Zerg will make a hatchery over here, not on the cliff. But against double Protoss, maybe not. Oh wow. So he's going for the expansion, and it actually maybe makes sense, because he will have a lot of links, and Tt1 is going into the tech, so he will not apply too much pressure with the zealots. And you can see that Kenzie is also not building too many zealots for now. So maybe that's actually the idea to go for this expansion. I would like to see more drones now, but he's building. I'm always liking drones, so that's my bad. Tt1 is opening with the scout. Oh, Mr. NCS. I don't know what I can do right now. I'm in in my new room, so I don't have all the furniture and stuff set up over here yet, so probably the audio will be like this today. I will try to read about it and find some gateways from for the high and low frequency of audio, but I will not be able to do it now during the cuts, unfortunately. Okay, one robot from Kenzie and the cannon. There are a lot of links from Pum de Jong, and now he would probably want to have those drones that he didn't have, right? Oh my god, Tt1 is going for the scout really. I thought that... Okay, that's cool, that's cool. That's not bad, guys. Hatcheries are ready for Pum de Jong. So the biggest problem for him is how he will defend against the river, but it's still... Oh, the river is so far away that it's not a problem for him. Now the scout will be scouted. Ooh, the red eyes guy from the networks.
NW_Red Eyes is sub at Gosu for 7 months. Hi yo.
Hiyo, hiyo, Mr. Red Eyes. Welcome, man. Thank you for the subscription. How are you doing? Thank you for 7 months in a row. If our baby would earn earlier, we would have a baby now. 7 months. It's doable. Nice catch on the scout. But it's still pretty strong unit. However, this will be a lot of Hydras. Tt1 is going for the speed, the legs for the zealots behind it. Oh, the scout will try to get this overlord, but I don't think he will be able to do it with those goons. There is no river yet. Observer only from Kenzie. But the number of Hydras isn't dramatically big. However, I think if the Hydra will be behind the Zealots, Hydra will output so much additional damage. This is a lot of Protoss. Double Protoss versus Protoss and Zerg. Let's see who will win this engagement. This is incredible. We don't see that happen too much. I think Zerg should be behind the Protoss to deal damage. This is very interesting. It looks like the blue team has advantage, right? Yeah, it looks like Labuela and Pum de Jong are having advantage. Nicely done. Kenzie is going bad. That was definitely nice all of the timing. Need a river. Definitely need a river. From Dark Templars from Tt1. Tt1 with 31 probes. Kenzie and Nemo with 25 each. Scout 3 HP, but still doing a job of scouting. This is pretty late layer from the Zerg, so the Dark Templars will have pretty big value. So I think Tt1 should be able to expand with those Dark Templars. But maybe he will want to go for more Zealots. I think the Scout just died. Okay, so river incoming from Kenzie. 26 drones also from Pum de Jong, so that's not bad for Zerg against 2 Protosses. But those Dark Templars... Oh, but there is an Overlord over here, so nicely done by Pum de Jong and Labuela again. Blocking the counterplay from Tt1, beautifully done and impressive. But Pum realize, okay, so there are Dark Templars over there, so they are not over here, and Tt1 will be forced to cancel this Nexus. Last one weapon is not done. Oh, it just started, okay. So I think this is a good moment for Pum de Jong to maybe try to expand. because the Protoss will have expansion because of the tech they will have now. It will be impossible to attack them against the River and High Templars. Kenzie going for double expansion even. And now we'll have River plus High Templars and Archon in the army composition. Pretty powerful one. The overload speed will be done in a second, so those Dark Templars will be finally spotted. Oh, I don't know if the Lurkers will not hit the Nimrod as well. I like the army movement, but I think that it will be impossible to bust the Kenzie, but on the other hand, it's like they could try to go for it, but they would be badly sandwiched after that. Now this is a good position to engage for Tt1 and Kenzie. Nice stories. The Hydras are doing a lot of damage. And now with the Lurkers from the bottom, nicely done. Those Lurkers will deal so much damage. I don't see Observer over here. So this army will be sandwiched like crazy. Let's see if Kenzie will be able to save his River. He's dealing so much damage with it. Those units are fighting badly to stay alive. This will be so close engagement. But it looks like... I don't know who is winning right now. But the fact that Kenzie has the 6 o'clock base gives him a hope. So they can contain Tt1 right now. However, I know that they have Observer, so yeah, Kenzie does need to make it. But Pum de Jong already taking 12 o'clock position. Double Evo upgrades. Oh, La Abuela is not mining gas. He's mining gas only with one probe over here. Nice aggression here from Pum de Jong. There's only 4 goons and 2 more field cannons over here, so it's definitely possible to apply some pressure with the whole position over here. But with the river, it should be fine. You might even lose the river against it, so that's good for Pum de Jong. And those are good storms from Tt1, damaging a lot of those goons. But on the other hand, after the storms will be done, he will be able to utilize the mobility of the goons to try to out-micro the zealots. Nice storm again. Very nice, close engagement with those 2 teams. I would like to see Kenzie taking his own natural. Maybe some lurker drop would be an option in this game because there are no corsairs, so That would be very annoying. Plus 2-1 for Tt1, 1-1 for Kenzie, 1-0 for Labuela, 1-1 for Labuela, excuse me, 2-0 for 2-1, excuse me, for Pum de Jong. So he has incredible upgrades. 2-1 soon. Oh, Tt1 can't attack over here. He's just pretending. He's just expanding over here and he's like, I need to storm and evacuate my units. I don't want to fight. I just want you to stay in the house. Oh, but this is a beautiful catch from Tt1. At the same time, Tt1 is trying to fight Labuela. Nice around over the rivers, and there are so many goons by the blue Protoss. He's definitely winning an engagement against Tt1, but now with the against Kenzie, but now with the Tt1 sending reinforcements, I think it will be harder. There are some units coming from the Pum de Jong side. This is very, very close engagement, and I think it's going to be kind of even. Maybe the white team will be able to take it with the Hydras coming from the bottom, but this is so close. Macro game is insane macro. Very interesting one. It's done, but at the same time, Tt1 managed to take expansion. So that's insane, because he will be able to transfer probes from the main base. Is it a drop? Yeah, we have a drop with the river, but there are really no probes here. There's only one. Storms. And Kenzie still has this fresh natural base over here. So for double Protoss, the map speed scenario is good, right? Soon, but no on the field, not on the field yet. Those Lurkers should block Tt1 reinforcements, and all the other units should attack, I think, because if he will attack with the Lurkers, they will damage the rivers. Those Lurkers are doing so much damage, nicely done by Pum de Jong. Don't want to catch those storms. I mean, on the body, he wants to kill them. Making 4 or 5 high templars is insane value. Even 6, nicely done. Yeah, but I forgot about this middle base in the fighting speed. That changes everything, the map speed scenario, if you are having a control over the map. This would be nice harassment here, but very nice reaction from Pum de Jong. And same things for Labuela, but I think one shot away from dying. I think not with those upgrades. Is still mining only from the 6 o'clock expansion, but it's not that bad for him. It's still a fine base. Has 8 mineral fields compared to this one having 7, so he's actually mining more from the 6 o'clock base. There is a log over here. So Kenzie, utilizing the fact that he doesn't have too much army to control, to be as annoying as possible. Tt1 with insane storms. Oh, the observer died. Beautiful storms from Tt1. Those goons didn't have a second to shoot, but there are more and more units coming from Pum de Jong. But what Tt1 wants to do, he wants to help his ally to get out of the trap. to get out from the contain. He wants them to join their armies together. There is still a lot of units from Kenzie. His shuttle is still sharking around, trying to be as annoying as possible, and he is actually pretty annoying. Two upgrades against 1-1. 21 kills on this river already. Eliminating this expansion from Tt1 is a crucial thing they should do. Oh, this shuttle is a hero. Nice storms from Tt1, but no observer. There is a potential for more storms, but the army of Lavuela just seem to be a little bit too big for now. Nice storm from Tt1 again, but this is a hard situation for the red team. The blue team has all they need, especially that Pum and Nemo is already mining from the middle. One will try to eliminate this base, but there is a reinforcement from Nimrod. 2-2 versus 1-1 upgrades in PvP, it matters. Kenzie slowly trying to get out. He was mining from the round base, but he didn't engage for a while, so he wasn't engaging for a while, so now his army is pretty strong. He needs to be careful over those observers. Okay, now Nimrod will try to crash Kenzie, but at the same time Pum and Nemo might lose the middle base, and this is pretty important one. This High Templar from Nimrod might get a juicy value. Those poor observers are dying, but Kenzie has still 1600 gas, so that's not that big of an issue. Oh, and now Tt1, it looks like he's trapped. His army is powerful, but he's also having the second part of the sandwich, the bread coming from the second side, so he's going to triple sandwich. The big mark of StarCraft, and the river is adding the double meat even, so this is a sandwich of the sandwich of the sandwich, and it looks like the red team will be able to push the blue team back. Insane. Insane value, especially that Kenzie still has this base. This is so fresh base. This might be the base which will last for the longest time. This Looker is dealing damage to the goon, as you can see. Oh, but this storm, those storms. Tt1 and Kenzie are gaining a lot of value over here. I think what Nimrod and Pum and Nemo should do, they should attack from those directions and send maybe some reinforcements over here. Denying this expansion is a good idea, but if not, if you will lose all those books, I think. You can see Tt1 is almost mined out in the natural, so he wants to mine from there. There are a lot of storms coming, but those storms would be better against Hydra discs. But they are also good versus good, but those Hydras have insane upgrades, and they are able to crush Kenzie units. Tt1 is sending some reinforcements, that's insane. Insane value. We have some harassment with 2 HP shuttle coming from Kenzie. 2 HP shuttle with 2 rivers. guess it should provoke Pum the Young to make a Spire, to make 2 Scourges. Oh, but now this shuttle might be dead. And the biggest advantage of Kenzie is that he has his natural over here. If he will only keep it safe, it should be fine. Because Tt1 still has this base for a couple more minutes. And he is a Protoss, he actually doesn't need minerals to play. All they need is just the minimal amount of minerals and a lot of gas to make Basilion Archons. This river is so annoying for them. Sometimes Tt1 is moving out. Nimrod is having such a huge... Abuela is having such a huge supply advantage. Maybe he's the one who should start expanding on in the middle, because he's mined out in the natural already. His upgrades are relatively bad compared to Tt1, but it's similar to the 1-1 for Kenzie and 2-1 for Abuela. Now Nimrod army should be able to crush Tt1 and Kenzie. Look at the supplies, guys. It's 150. They both, but the Zerg armies evaporated somehow. That's the Zerg supply. Maybe this is all this river, right? Dead. I like how the South American team is splitting the army of 2 Protosses. Ooh, Zen BroodWar, $15, double exclamation mark. Thank you, my friend, for the support and for the donation. You are the third one. Thanks to you, we are having the goal on the level of $32. We're getting there. This is a pretty good job for Tt1 and Kenzie, but it looks like who will have more? It looks like Nemo has so many units, but on the other hand, the storms and the river shots are dealing so much damage to those poor zealots. It looks like somehow the advantage of Nimrod army is gone. However, the goons of Kenzie are so badly damaged that he badly needs to fight as efficient as possible. This river needs to deal so much damage. Nice micro from Kenzie. Tt1 is sending some reinforcements, same thing goes for Nimrod. So this is very, very close. Labuela is fighting back. Look at the supplies, guys. This game is insanely good, insanely good. This is just the first day of BSL 2v2 Pro League, sponsored by Esport Fund with $1,000 prize pool, organized by BSL Bombastic Starleague. And this is just the first day. Next 5 weekends, guys, Saturday and Sunday, same time, we're gonna have matches from this league. Pro League. Okay. Kenzie with 86 supply, Nimrod only mining from this base, but he will have a middle of the map with double Vespin geysers. Those looters will deal a lot of damage to those goons as well. Nimrod is sending a couple more units over here. We still have a healthy reply number, but Kenzie is doing a good job with the river and good micro. There are some reinforcements coming from De Jong. Those weavers are having insane value. This kind of needed Artosius. A lot of Archons from Labuela, that means that he is getting ready for the final attack. When Protoss is utilizing all the gas they have and building a bunch of Archons, it usually means, okay, I don't have too much more money, I just need to make as powerful army as it's possible and try to pressure with it. That's what he is going to do, but I think it's going to be very hard to break this position, especially with those weavers over there. He will be able to have 2 more storms, so maybe this army will have not that bad of a raid. Those storms are insanely good. And those what? Okay, this is much closer than I expected. Wow, insanely good engagement for the blue team. C means center. For those of you who are not on the highest heals of the BSL 2v2. Hello, Mr. Bushon. Bushon. Good 1994. Dzień dobry. So he's the guy from Poland. He can speak Polish, so I will moderate himself. Ooh, but storms now need to be good. Like he needs to be Raiden. And he needs to do the spaghetti with the Hydras, but it didn't work. The best situation in this game is having Kenzie, who is having the freshest natural in the world. With Labuela being mined out, Kenzie being mined out, I mean Tt1 being mined out, so I think they should fairly split like those 2 minerals for Pum de Jong, those 2 for Labuela, those 3 for Kenzie, and those 2 for Tt1, right? Hello, Mr. Monorail Manager. Okay. This is pretty powerful army from both players. Those 2 icons are dealing a lot of damage, but on the other hand, those Hydras are dealing a lot of damage as well. Now the probes from Nimrod also are mining from this position, but it looks like Kenzie, thanks to this income, he is able to build more and more units. Last 60 minerals here is for here, but there are a couple more here. Nimrod sending probes to try to make it, but it looks like double Protoss army is too strong. And I think we can now easily say that Tt1 and Kenzie made it. Holy moly. Holy guacamole, I should rather say, like Mr. Gypsy told me once. Or not only to me, but to all of us. But I remember it. Holy guacamole, Nimrod is leaving the game. Now we are waiting for Pum de Jong to assess GG. And we are having 1-0 lead for Tt1 and Kenzie after 4 minutes game, guys. Let me show you my face and the bracket at the same time. So look at that, guys. Tt1 and Kenzie are one game away from advancing to the next round when they will win again. They will play against the winner of Giganterion and Ras Machine. That's very interesting. Oh, you don't see the music, but music. So 1-0 lead map is going to be Paradise. Let's go. So, Kenzie as a random again. We are cursed. Okay, I went again as a Protoss, and Tt1 on the bottom right as a Protoss as well. Their opponent Mr. Pum de Jong as a Zerg on the top right, and Mr. Nimrod aka Lapuela on the bottom left. So they are cursed, they are double Protoss. Nicely done. But I think Pum de Jong needed to have maybe Mutas. Try to force some Corsairs to snipe some High Templars. I actually don't know, maybe make more links and focus more on the links upgrades. Because like in the small engagements, links can be very efficient. Hard to say, I think Pum de Jong played a good game. Same thing goes for Nimrod. Like, it's pretty insane how Tt1 and Kenzie managed to pull this game back. I believe the best way to check it out is to sign up for the BSL Patreon, and from $10 a month you are having the replays from all the BSL seasons. Oh, the best advertisement ever. So patreon.com/bombastic, guys. This is my only job. So if you want me to continue, don't worry, yes, sign up. I wonder how different Double Protoss is approaching this game after knowing that this is a cross map. This is a... they have a longer distance towards each other. Both are taking. This gas still is a part of the plan for Tt1, definitely. So there is a reason why. So now Tt1 will have 2 assimilators. Kenzie will go for the Corsair. I wonder why Pum de Jong is always waiting, those Larvas. Oh, and this time those are free drones. Yeah, it's much harder to connect armies with the cross position, and it's much harder to defend your own expansions, right? So Tt1 blocked the Nexus even? I think this is the block of the Nexus, right? Did he make a cannon? Maybe this block will stop chasing him. Oh, this is unstable. Nice micro from Tt1. They would go with... This is a different Hydra this time. Because last game it was 3 Hatch Hydra, but this game this is a 2 Hatch Hydra, so this is completely different approach. So Nimrod is taking expansion. Overload is flying towards him just in case of the Dark Templars. Tt1 going for the Robo. Who is Zerk and Protoss team? This is Zerk is Pum I don't know his real name, a more known nickname, but Nimrod is called also as a Labuela. So he's a good Protoss player. He qualified for a couple seasons of BSL 1 vs 1 Pro League. Only 5 drones. Maybe this is some kind of a timing. Some special tactics. The range for the Hydras is not done yet, right? So this time Tt1 will be the one who will go for the goons, and Kenzie will be the one who will go for the mass. So this is a similar approach, but different players will do different things. Okay, not having Mutas is also making Zerg very vulnerable to the river. Oh, the range is just on the way. The Dark Templar is there just to keep Protoss base in the house, not allow him to send more reinforcements. Oh, the DT died. Oh, Mr. Moderator, and thank you for 100 beats. Oh, but the river will be Gosu. Boggy, 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 boggy. Tt1 knows how to micro his, that's for sure. The range is done. Okay. You should target fire with the Sunk and the river always in this situation. Those Hydras are dead, but there are a lot of Hydras over here, so maybe Pompeo will be able to hold it with the reinforcements of his ally. I really like the Sunken over here, it will focus a lot of damage from the Zealots. But now all those drones will have a hard time surviving. This is a lot of units coming from Abuela, nice micro from him. I really like those Zero splits, but I think Pum is doing a good job defending it. This DT almost got to the main base, but there was a cannon there, so it wouldn't create a massive disruption. And also the Overlord is here. Wouldn't be able to kill the gate because the Overlord would move and give detection. I need the layer coming. One Weaver only, but there is a shield battery for Tt1, but this is a lot of products. Nice target fire. Killing the Weaver very quickly, that might make Tt1 being dead-ish. Like, yeah, this DT will kill this army eventually, but will this army have... Like, I think this army will have enough time to... Yeah, I think this army will have enough time to kill the Tt1, right? But on the other hand, yeah, Tt1 is still holding the high ground. I don't know how. So that's insane. Mr. Moonlight Dragon again, thank you for the beats. That was a nice aggression. Eliminating this river and eliminating a lot of goons from Tt1. But Kenzie managed to build an expansion at the same time. But we need to remember that Labuela is having his expansion so much quicker. So both blue team members are having expansion. That's actually very good for them. This is pretty brave. I like how Tt1 is like poking with those 5 goons just to like release some pressure from Kenzie, just to give him time to build up those gateways to start having the value from the additional economy from the second base. But now it looks like Tt1 goons will be trapped. I don't know how big of a chances they have to break those 2 rivers, depends on the missing shot I believe and the amount of rivers they will have. Tt1 is losing his army, he's natural, but at the same time Kenzie going for the counter attack and he will be able to eliminate Boom De Jong. Maybe, but this is a... Ooh, those X are excellent! Oh, so he needs to kill this Hatchet. But it buys some additional time for Nemo to send reinforcements. Beautiful reaction from Pum De Jong. Impressive play by him. Very nicely done. Those Dark Templars from Nimrod are also very annoying because Tt1 doesn't even have Observatory. Double force from Kenzie, so his units will be pretty powerful. But this 6 o'clock expansion gives a huge potential for the blue team to stay in this game and have advantage. Oh, now they're containing Kenzie. The army composition he is building, it will be hard to break out this contain. I think now Kenzie and Tt1 realized, okay, Protoss has his 6 o'clock base and natural, and Tt1 don't even have natural of his own. Now Kenzie is trying to build up some defense over here, but this maps also have entrance from the 6 o'clock from the south. Finally Tt1 will be able to leave the base, but it's really hard to fight against this big army of Labuela. This ops will be intercepted. Looks like Kenzie will be trapped forever. I really like that Pum and Nemo didn't afraid to play a longer game against Tt1 and Kenzie, and as you can see they are doing fine. Nice storm on the river. Tt1 using the battery. This micro, insane usage of the battery. He lasted like 4 storms, right? This river. Nice block over here also. Blocking the expansion from Kenzie. Poor observer will die. Kenzie is like, I can't stay here any longer, let's just ignore the lurkers. And I think I like this decision if there would be no Dark Templars. GG, and we are having 1-1 score. Congratulations, nicely done. Good job. Let's look at the bracket. The bracket looks cool, guys, so... We are having the decider match of the third game of today. It's going to be Tt1 and Kenzie versus Pum and Nimrod, and let me tell you what will be the map. I will tell it to you in a second. It's going to be Neo Luna. So if you are an old school player, you should know that Luna is one of those maps that we all been playing shit ton of games. Like, Luna was a fighting spirit back in the days. Like, it was a Python, it was the game on the level of Python fighting spirit. And now like Polypoid, Vermeer, it was a standard map. It was a map where we were like, do you want to play some games? Let's play 5 games on fighting spirit. That's the approach now, but back in the days it was, let's play 5 games on Luna. So I'm very happy that we are having the new version of this map. It's optimized to the current meta, and that's cool. So let me just set up the overlays, guys, boys, girls, and ladies and gentlemen. The score is 1-1, and without further ado, let's jump into the game number 3. Okie dokie. So on the top left location we are having Tt1 and his team partner is a Terran this time. We are having Kenzie and Nimrod on the bottom right and Pum on the top right. So that's probably the reason why Tt1 and Kenzie are a little bit happy. Yes, I decided to not make the group go rigged. I decided to like place myself against the champions from the previous season, and that's fine. I will win the tournament from the lower bracket. Only Zero can talk for an hour about a map. Nie, kurde, normalnie jestem w szoku, nie dość, że są wariaci, co organizują sportów tą gierkę, co w tych stronach świata, to jeszcze Polacy. Dziękuję, panie Buszon. Pasja od małego, cieszę się, że udaje się to łączyć z życiem zawodowym. So the faculty, or I don't know how to call it, one of the things that I remember about Luna is the fact that you couldn't wall in as a Terran. So against Terran you could always play double gateway and you were able to gain a lot of value out of that. So Kenzie going for double racks. De Jong going for overpull. Double gateway and 1 gateway from Tt1, okay. move. They are going for expansion against Terran as well. One, as always, gas stealing. So there is this build order when Protoss and Zerg are pushing Terran, they're keeping Terran in the base before the Terran will be able to move out with Marines and Medic, and they are cannon rushing them over here. But I think Tt1 spotted it, but I don't know if they should have the probe there already, but who knows. Maybe this probe will be able to make it. There is no speed for the links though. Tt1 is a good in this game, I would say. He is very good in this game. I thought that it should start earlier, but what the hell do I know? The Academy is on the way. It's possible to place a bunker here. If yes, then it would be good for micro and against it. So nice micro from both players. Okay, so Kenzie is trying to move out. And I think he should be able to have Marines and Medic on time, right? Steam will not do that. Yeah. Nice hold from Kenzie. Nice read from Tt1. Same time Tt1 going for the counter. Stargate is on the way. First time we're gonna see Pum going for the Mutas. Zerg needs to come back home and try to defend the Spire, but I don't think it's possible to defend it. Definitely nice defense so far. Lose a single drone. But those two almost dead Zealots are still dealing damage, but was able to say that defend it. A tank from Kenzie is on the way. Templars against the Commissars. For the Zealots from Nimrod is not on the way. He has a healthy amount of guns of Zealots, but he doesn't have upgrades for them yet. Tt1 is asking Kenzie if he wants to go out with him. Kenzie is still holding with the answer. The biggest question is how Zerg and Protoss with the current tech, how they will be able to defend this powerful army of Kenzie, because this army looks unbeatable. Like, okay, maybe with their Templars and no scan at the time, Yeah, but there is no High Templar even. Ooh, nice try out on the tank. Nicely done. With the speed zealots even. De Jong doing a good job. Not losing just with the Corsairs. Those that Templars are buying some additional time. Nicely done by La Abuela. And we are having a big engagement over here. But there is 6 Corsairs left, so I don't think it will work. Maybe with the Carpace jumping in, it would work. Let's attack over here and make those cannons. Going probably for expansion now, he has plenty of cash. Ooh, but the Mutas of Tt1, the Mutas has been caught. Ooh, but Tt is having a value. Nice value. There will be only one High Templar. There is already a Carpace for those Mutas. They are pretty powerful. No more scans available for Kenzie. He badly needs this vessel. De Jong is doing a good job keeping Tt1. See, let's start it this way. Oh, but now this is a bad engagement for the Zeri. Four tanks, that's a lot. Oh, and no overloads remaining for Puma. He will go for the counter attack with 5 Mutas, but there are 2 cannons, so unfortunately he will not be able to do anything with them. Anything meaningful at least. Still has a lot of zealots. Maybe he will be able to push the army of Kenzie back, but this is Marines and Medics with the fireball. The Medics are somehow behind, but nice micro from Kenzie, beautiful matrix over here. So those Marines was able to do a magnificent amount of damage. Those drones are evacuating. Somehow Pum de Jong was able to defend it. And somehow Nimrod defended his own expansion as well. But it looks like very good situation for Tt1 and Kenzie now. Nine Corsairs with +1 weapon. Don't care about even the Carpace. Okay, So is this the like final attempt, or what are we doing here with this army? A storm over here from Abuela. It wasn't a bad trade for him. It wasn't a terrible trade for him. Already 3 vessels from Kenzie. Big amount of vessels to irradiate those High Templars or to EMP them. Seven gateways from Tt1 for now. 7 gateways from La Abuela as well. Will it be irradiate or EMP? This is the question. EMP is better and quicker, but you can miss. Irradiate kill the unit, but it's requires time. Requires time. Those cocks don't even care about the goons. Okay, we have a few more storms available there. Those needs but beautiful EMP from Kenzie. Even though the storm was magnificent, it's not enough. It's Tt1 and Kenzie are taking the game. Number 3, BroodWar has gave up, so that means that we have our 3rd match scores finalized. We're having Tt1 and Kenzie are going to advance to the next match, the winner bracket. They will play against the winner of Jiren and Terror and Razen Machine. You see it over here. That's very interesting. We're gonna cast it, I think, today. Okay. So guys, I think I'm gonna take like 2 minutes break, go to the toilet, stretch a little bit, and I will get back in 3 minutes and we'll cast the last match.
We down the Johannesburg way. Everybody starts
Okay guys, let's go for the match between Machine and Raz, Super Gosu casters from BSL, and Jiren and Terror, Super Gosu players from BSL. Without further ado, let's go for the matches. Yes guys, the top right location, directly from Chile. We are having Super Gosu their player Jiren aka Babo. The bottom right location, the Champion, directly from Peru, Super Gosu Terror. And their opponent, Super Gosu caster and player from USA. This is Raz, Michael Razzoli Spaghetti, the first StarCraft BroodWar Italian player. And his opponent is a Super Gosu guy who likes screaming on the crop. And he is a Super Gosu caster, Super Gosu player, Super Gosu person. This is Mr. Machine, USA. Whew, this introduction costed me a lot. Mr. Bosco, this is all making the right climate for the value of those matches. So we have Zerg and Terran versus Zerg and Blood. That usually indicates that both Zerg and Protoss team should have advantage in the early game, so they should be able to close the Zerg. So Machine and the Raz team should be able to apply enough pressure with the 9 pull and double gateway that they will be able to close Jiren. Jiren knows about it. Terror is going for double racks, so this means that he will be able to move out only with the magic. So Jiren needs to defend against both of them for another couple minutes. Here you have also the Wikipedia if you guys want it. But this is a very early canon, I think. They are not applying pressure, or maybe I'm just a little bit too fast. Mr. Bascom, today is only tournament, tomorrow same thing, but I might play during the week, maybe some like Wednesday or something like that. Okay, so the first Zealot from the Raz is just moving out. This is a very late Zealot. Machine is building more drones. Yeah, those cannons are definitely too. They could apply more pressure on Jiren. But overall they understand the mechanics, how 2 versus 2 works. They understand that now they had the map control. But when Terran will move out, when Terran will move out, it will be the end of the map control, because the Marines and Medics should be able to deal with any links and any slow zealots. Jiren is going for the layer, very fast layer for Zerg and Terran. So I really like this adjustment. Mr. Bascom, thank you very much for the donation. It will be utilized godnie? Jak jest godnie po angielsku? With honor? I don't know. With dignity. Oh, Mr. KJ is here to coach me. Thank you very much, my friend. Really appreciating you guys and helping me with getting my English together. So because Tero is going for such an early mutas, maybe he will be able to survive it with only 2 spores. Like, this is the total minimum. So those 3 mutas will definitely have some potential to deal damage. I would say that 5 is a better number because you can one-shot the demons. I like those marines sharking around just to catch some of the mutas of machine. Plus at the same time making cannons over here. Just to enable expansion. Tero is pretty low on STVs, I would say. And I would like to see the ferret cannon in Ras base, I think. Because he spends so much money to defend machine, but he only has 2 cannons in his own base. But on the other hand, he always has mutas which they can help him. I like the second spore over here. His Carpa is on the way from machine. He started a little bit later. Now Raz will see that, okay, he's moving out. Nice! Look at this spot for Tero. He didn't even have notification. He was just looking here, he's seen the blue and he's scanned. That's insane. But the good part for Raz and Machine team, Machine and Raz, is that they have expansion. Zerg has expansion, so that's not bad for them. And now we'll be able to start spending all this money for the mutas. 5 spores overall. So as a Protoss you want to have Gateway in the Zerg army just to build High Templars and Dark Archon over here. Maybe that's too early for it now. They go with +1 weapon, hard army to deal with blue mutas. +1 Carapace will be there soon, but still the Marines are punching very hardly. All cannons. Very healthy amount of drones from machine. But the amount of bio is getting bigger and bigger. Mutas versus 5, probably going to like 9 soon because Jir had a lot of gas crunch. And the cannons are dying much faster to the Lynx and Marines than Suncans. Six cannons is a healthy number though. They are waiting for the vessel, but it's still far away from. It's so hard to move out because the value of Terror over here is insane, especially after the steam. Last 2 Carapaces on the way. Now Jiren finally has those 9 mutas, so he can start tracking around, trying to snipe some high templars, but there is Dark Archon, so he needs to be careful. Yeah, Machine probably can bust it relatively easily, but what he will do when they will attack is natural at the same time. And spores from machine, I love it. I didn't expect him to have them, but that's beautifully done ultimately. He's buying so much time thanks to that. At the same time, Raz is fighting against Bio Army of Terror and he's kind of crashing it. So beautiful game from Raz and Machine. They are crashing Jiren and Terror. 1 versus 1, BSL Pro League players, the players who are qualifying to the Pro League almost every single season they want to. Raz and Machine are the Super Gosu casters. They are good. They are having a good team play as a casters, so they're having also a good skill in team play in 2 versus 2. That's Micro eliminating 3 mutas. Now is the moment to attack into the Jiren. There are 2 spores over there, but there is no irradiate to give a big support. There are some high tempers to isolate the Marines to not allow them to get the same value. From Jiren to eliminate those at that price, and it looks like Terror and Jiren will be able to defend it. Wow, it's so sad. There is energy! Raz! Ah, he was too greedy with it. He needs expansion definitely, or 4 tracks. How many vessels does he have? 1 here, he lost 1 over here, so is he having only 1, soon to be 2 vessels only? Because Raz army is not that big, but it's pretty scary. Micro to save the Dark Archon. Nice feedback on the over here on the vessel, but those mutas are taking so much damage. And GG from Jiren, GG from Terror, and we are having 1-0 score for Raz and Machine. Guys, boys, girls. Insane, right? Now let's have some fight battle music. The map now is going to be Paradise. So. Okay guys, without further ado, let's go and see the game. So, we have Machine and Raz team on the top and Jiren and Terror team on the bottom. Very nice. So, let's see how it will look like. The map is Paradiso. We are 1 game away from facing Tt1 and Kenzie in the second round, the winner bracket. So 9 pull. Don't G-Ram. I know that it's possible to play one hatch play against Zerg and Protoss. Jonek told me, I tried 10 times, it worked maybe once because I'm too noob. But I'm definitely sure that if it's possible to play, Jiren knows how to play. So I would like to see him doing it, showing me how it should be done. But this is 9 pull. Usually against Zerg and Protoss you don't make 9 pull, or maybe it's just me. But I think the 9 pull is not that beneficial if you are not going layer first. So if he will stop mining gas, I will be shocked. But if he will go for layer first, I will be like, okay, that makes sense. Okay, I'm shocked. But Ras didn't make 9 pull, so maybe that's why he went for the 9 pull, just to block the Zerg. Yeah, but not going for the 9 pull as a Zerg and Protoss, it's fine, but you are losing the important part of applying pressure as a Zerg and Protoss, I think. Probably you should ask to the more experienced 2 versus 2 players, but that's how I would see it. Also, this is very early on the one hand, but actually no, it's not really. I like the Ras trying to figure it out who they will going to attack, know whether he should start sending some help towards Machine. It will be, I think, close. This is I would say, economical opening for Machine. Oh, and he is building their spawning pool the way that Tt1 told me it's boosting this drone for the entire time. But how will you defend this? Oh, it's going to be so hard for Machine. The 9 pull speed mass links was too strong, too powerful. This cannon is a little bit too late. GG from Machine. Raz is still fighting. There are 2 Sankans in Jiren base. None of them did take too much of a damage, I would say. So I think once Raz will realize that there are 2 Sankans there, he should know that this is the game. Stack is just starting. So GG, let's say that this was GG, but oh no, this is not the end, guys. Don't worry. So this was a bad click on stream deck. So GG. Yeah, but I know what Raz meant, and I think I know what Jiren meant, because maybe Jiren meant that Raz is away because his move Zeros was on the move. So maybe he asked, "Are you here, man?" Because your team partner left, and Raz is like, "You will not tell me when I should leave my game, man. Don't be bad manner." And he was also right. So that was fine. That was boys. And for the last game of today. Oh my god. I'm so happy. Oh. Guess the map. What will be the map? What will be the map, guys? Why Zero would be so happy? Like, here you have maps. Why Zero would be so happy about the map? What is so unique about this map? what map could have been picked that is going to be amazing and excellent and give us all more than we expected? Sparkle, exactly, Sparkle, let's go. Sparkling. So we have Jiren and Terror on the top side of the map, and we have Raz and Machine on the bottom side of the map. The Sparkle. The best map in the world. Beautiful map. So, to make long story short, guys, the options for this map is like Protoss can go for the Corsair and apply pressure over the Zerg who wants to go for the Mutas. Zergs are going very fast Mutas, that's obviously, and Terran can go for Goliath too. The different variations are that Protoss is also going for like Zero drop to kill the Spire and apply pressure. There is also an option to go for like 12 Hatch as a Zerg and try to go for the slower Mutas, but then it's hard to survive against like Corsairs and Mutas or like Mutas and Goliaths. So overall, a 12 pull from Machine. I actually like this play when he was practicing with Jonek. He always told me go overpull. Overpull is the way to go. So, if you guys don't know, this is an island map where you have expansion over here and expansion over here. You have extractor hidden under this Psi Disruptor, and you have another extractor hidden under this crystal, but it's only available for Zerg. So Zerg is having 3 extractors over here, 3 gases, access to 3 gases, and Terran and Protoss are having access to 2 gases. So it's more balanced version of island map, and I had this in the 4th season of BSL, so it was like 12 seasons ago in a 1 versus 1, and I remember there was a game between Koget and Dandy, and it was 3-3, and the last 7 match was played on Spark. So the decider match of BSL Season 4 was played on this map. And this was the first season we had $1,000 prize pool. So we have a go, just to eliminate this overlord. Machine, because he went for the 12 pull, he will have a faster hatchet, but his layer will be slower, as you can see. So there is a starport, there is armory, so it will be Goliath drop from Mr. Terror. It's not going to be close, but it was close from being close. The overload will be here now. So the Spire timing is significantly better for Terror, but this is cross position, and also Terror will have his impact. Machine will have his impact going for the concepts. So the air part of the battle I wouldn't be so scared about. The biggest threat would be, in my opinion, for Goliath drop, which you need to deal with either with Mutas or Lynx. So it's pretty hard to deal with, so let's hope Machine will be ready for it. It's possible to land barracks here, and they are popping marines from this direction and this direction, but it seemed like a waste of time if Zerg has Lynx already. Oh, Raz managed to kill the Overlord. Nicely done. Is Raz going for the XP? Oh, this is very greedy. I understand the logic behind it, but this is very, very greedy. Is Terror waiting for dropships? So he's enabling from some supplies just to have. So he wants to have 4 Goliaths, right? So for now the situation for Machine is a little bit better, I would say, in terms of survivability. Because he has better eco, so he can afford some Sunkens. He already has a healthy amount of mutas, so he can shark around, try to snipe those dropships. And Terror needs to find a moment to move out. Okay, so he's seen that the mutas are there. So as you can see, the Machine is buying a lot of time to himself by sharking around with those mutas. Yeah, that's funny that if the mutas would be on top of the barracks, then the concepts would do damage to the mutas as well. But if Raz will have this expansion working well, so then he will be able to make, I don't know, Corsairs from 2 Stargates, or I don't know, 3 Robo mass drops or fast arbiter, I don't know, but he will have a lot of to do. Okay, so we have 11 mutas attacking over here. Where are the dropships? Where are the dropships? Okay, they are here in the During base. Nice microphone Machine, beautifully done. Every SCV matters because Terror has so low amount of them. Nice microphone Machine, not taking a single shot from the Scourge, but also beautiful micro from G1. Look at this micro from those guys, but those dropships are like, oh, we don't care, let's go to the bottom and kill them. Oh, this Valkyria will be a hero. But how will they deal against those 8 Goliaths is a big question. So many Scourges from G-Ren. We should attack now before the mutas will arrive. Oh, now the Scourges will have the same value. Where are the Corsairs? This will be close. The Corsairs would help a lot. Okay, so now the nice defense. I like those 2 wounds, will serve as a help. Plus 1 carapace. The Spire of Machine went down, but not before. Yeah, but not before he finished his plus 1 carapace. Ooh, those Corsairs will zone up the Corsairs. Those Corsairs will zone up the Corsairs and the shuttle. This is empty shuttle, but still pretty valuable unit. Carriers from Ras. Ooh. He's mining for so long from those two bases that I think it's possible. But he should have more process against carriers because the carriers without support are losing to scourges, right? So we need to have something anti-scourges, so like keeping like 7 process alive is always a not bad thing. Now machine is able to build more mutas, but there is another dog which should be cleared relatively easily by those drones. At the same time, Jiren catching machine mutas. The goons didn't manage to bring the Goliaths to the sun camp. But now machine with some reinforcing mutas, maybe he will be able to make it. But the scourges are arriving. The second scroll has a good timing. Machine is trying to not allow those scourges to connect. But it's very hard, so much going on. It was very good execution by machine. He should be able to clear it now. The first carrier is in the field. You can see the supplies, the economy of the Terran and Zerg team is very low for now. Both Protoss and Zerg have expansion, so if only Raz and Machine will survive, it will be excellent for them. Look at the supplies, guys. It's 110 to 90 if we will add them together. So it's some advantage for the Protoss and Zerg in that regard. But they need to survive this constant aggression. They need to be able to have a good trades. And it's only one score now, and Jiren is known for his muta mic. There should be additional score for him. Nice scourges connection from machine, but the amount of mutas is still bigger from Jiren, especially that I think he started +2 carriers, right? Yes, he started it. That's one weapon going for machine. At the same time, Raz going for the expansion. I really love this carrier play. Yeah, but the Corsairs are very badly needed here. He has so many goons which can't do too much. Maybe it would be good to try to send like 4 of them to machine, because I don't see how machine can defend this push right now. Nice micro here. Killing this spore means that now Jiren can dive in with his own mutas, try to abuse the range of the Goliath's shoot. Nice attempt over here. There are some carriers coming to reinforce, but more Goliaths are arriving. Who will win? 2 goons and 3 carriers. The carriers don't have... Not all of them have interceptors. And unfortunately for us, Pharaoh is target firing the one with the interceptors. Machine will be able to survive it again. Great play by this player. That's funny that they don't see this expansion from Raz. They are doing everything to kill Machine. Machine is like, nope, I'm not leaving this game until Raz is having 8 carriers. We are on soon to be 4, right? But Machine is almost dying right now. +1 weapon. Will it be calculated or not? I think it's done. Yeah, it's done, but no more fire available. But on the other hand, Raz has expansion, so it's not that the end of the world. it should be relatively easy for Raz to defend those expansions with the carriers. But the amount of probes he has is, I would say, low for the amount of, but I don't know. I think it's a little bit too. So do we have 4 carriers? We have 4 carriers from machine right now with 2 shuttles. Plus 2 carapace. Is plus 2 weapon down? Oh, it's done already. Okay, so plus 2 carapace for the Zerg doesn't matter anymore. Machine is like, you need to think that they have expansion somewhere, and that will be the moment of a shock. Where does he have his expansion? The poor machine was eliminated, but Mr. Raz is still in the battle. Carriers here, but now they are there. So the carriers and coasters should deal with this army relatively easily, if I heard correctly. So now what Raz probably should do is try to not allow them to take additional bases, right? But I'm afraid the number of coasters he has is a little bit too low for now. UF is on the way. This base will be destroyed. Have a counter-attack to the natural. That's smart from Jiren, because now the coasters from Raz are coming to help to the natural, and the carriers are vulnerable to the scourges, but on the other hand Raz realized that and he escaped over the cannons. So now Raz is still mining from 2 bases, so it's not too bad for him. He just needs to eliminate terror bases. Because, yeah, Terror is already going for the raids switch. The raids plus Mutas and Scourges will be able to deal with carriers without too big of a problem. It would be great for Raz to have this base as well, but it's not easy thing to defend. Those players are so good, they know how to counter, they understand the game. This is 0-0 good, so he can jump on top of them, and he will see that there are no coasters and carriers there. But I think Jiren wants to fight against those carriers. He wants to target like at least 2 or 3 of them. He can sacrifice the Mutas and try to do it. Jiren can still start mining from this extractor. More corsets from Raz means that it will be harder to gain value with Mutas, but it will all depend on the split. Terror is now utilizing his 1 versus 1 experience Spanning everywhere. Okay, the question is, are there observers there? No observers, it looks like. Beautiful split of the scourges. And killing only 2 cars and carriers will remain probably. Hard situation for us. It looks like Jiren and Terror will have this game secured in their pocket. They have 160 supply, they have 180 supply against 100 from Raz. He's still mining from 2 bases. He has observers, but he didn't have them around the carriers. He would deal probably against those raids relatively easily. On the other hand, Terror is not mining too much. Like, he's not mining here, he's not mining here. Jiren is having bazillion number of spores. So just imagine dropping 4 goons here. Like, those spores would be like insta dead. And I understand, okay? We just need to prevent Raz from taking additional base, and it's going to be cool. So these guys will probably finish the game, the last game of today. Tomorrow, same time, we're gonna have... Tomorrow, same time, we're gonna have 4 more best of 3s GGs. And nicely done. Let me just update the scores, guys. So that means that Jiren and Terror are going to join the winner bracket, play against Tt1 and Kenzie, and Machine and Raz will play against Pum and Dong and Nimrod. So nicely done. Okay, so this is the bracket and this is how it looks like. So, very nice matches today. We have Izu, Wave, Andy, Biggie, Tt1, Kenzie and Jiren and Terror advancing to the next round, to the winner bracket next round, which is going to be casted next week most likely. Saturday and Sunday, next 4 Saturdays and Sundays, it's going to be BSL 2v2 Pro League. Tomorrow we're gonna have those 4 matches which are on the right in the winner bracket. So I think that's cool. That's a nice bracket, right? Those were good matches, good games. Thank you very much, guys, for watching, for being here. Thank you to all of you for the donations, Mr. Maraxus von Kelp, Mr. Gigi, Mr. Zen and Mr. Bascom. Also huge thanks to Mr. Monray for the beats and for Mr. Red Eyes and Mr. Araka for the subscriptions.